Okay.
We are live, gentlemen. For everybody that's going to be watching this afterwards, we are joined with Nate King, King of Pipes, the one and only man that makes extremely high-end pipes and then throws Captain Black Grape in them. I'm just kidding.
No,
One of my friends on here, maybe he'll
no.
stop by, the Painting Piper. He really likes the Captain Black Grape. He honestly likes it. He's got the tubs.
I will explain my affinity for Captain Black Grape.
Okay, defend your position.
It's not a great tobacco. It's okay, and to my recollection, it will ghost a pipe pretty badly.
It will.
You'll have to smoke a few times before it's gone. But when I was a kid, in the brief years I went to a public school, you would get your teacher would grade whatever and all that stuff, and you'd get sometimes a sticker. And back in the era of my time, and a crazy thing that they had were scratch and sniff stickers.
Yeah.
And Captain Black Grape throws the nostalgia, throws my brain back to the grape scratch and sniff. Oh, dude, it is amazing.
So you're not smoking it. You're not smoking it. You're just opening the tin, smelling it.
Like, no, I smoke it too. But occasionally, again, once in a while, I like to throw something wild or different just to kind of get my palate out of just the, like, oh, I've been smoking the same blend for like 2 months.
I'm just busting your chops.
I know.
I think that's a great idea. Sometimes for me to reset, I throw a little Carter Hall in there. That's kind of my codger.
I will tell you that at Chicago, when I was given this, because a buddy of mine grabbed it for me and gave it to me at Chicago. Whenever Greg goes to a show, we're roomies.
Right.
So I walk into our room, and Greg's there, and I have that. And he's like, "What's that?" I said, "Nothing." And no, what is it? I said, "It's Captain Black Grape."
In front of Greg?
And yeah, in front of Greg. He said, "Let me see that." So he grabbed it, looked at it. I can't remember if he like kind of smelled it. He handed it back to me and said, "We can't be friends anymore." Of course, tongue in cheek, but
right.
You were not the only one to have given me crap about that.
All that being said, there is an online market of people that are hoarding Captain Black Grape that seek it out. Now that it's discontinued, it has a cult following. They are out there.
Yeah. Well, and again, as we just covered on the podcast, that's great.
Yes.
The last thing I'm gonna do is be like, "Oh, you're not a real pipe smoker."
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
No, who cares?
Right.
If you like Captain Black Grape, have at it.
I mean, we'll be praying for you, but you know.
But you can taste a blend and just find it so bad that it's appalling. I'm not saying Captain Black Grape is. I'm just saying in general, something that you don't like. There is somebody out there that's their Penzance. That's their Holy Grail. That's their Moby Dick. That's what they're trying to get, and that's what they're trying to bulk up on. There is a smoker for every blend.
Right.
Isn't it Brian that has the quote that you're the world leader on your own opinion or something?
You're the leading expert.
On your own opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have talked to him for quite a lot. I've been on Pipes Magazine for, my goodness, the last round, which was only I think like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I think that was my 6th.
You've been on there a lot because I've been listening to you on that for since the beginning, 12, 13 years?
Yeah. So.
Or near the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. Nate King, what do you think as a pipe maker about pokers?
As a pipe maker, they are...
I'm sure it's uninteresting and boring to make.
Yeah. Well, to a degree, it's 2 cylinders.
Yeah, exactly. It's lathe work.
So but you also know when you see a poker that's versus one that's like, oh, I really like that. Like there's still not necessarily rules, but there are certain aesthetics. There are certain things that make a good looking pipe look good.
Right.
And so I have made a bunch of pokers over the years. And there is a utility to them as well, being sitters.
The geometry, I think, lends itself to like across the board, all the brands. If you take the averages, the geometry of a poker lends to be a good smoker across the board. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot to mess up on it.
Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've had great luck with them. I'm a big fan of the Savinelli 311s. They just smoke everything well, and it's simple. And as a maker, though, I've heard other makers say, hey, it's not that fun to make, right? I'm not being that creative. It's all lathe work. Like you said, it's 2 cylinders.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's not again, unless you literally go after it with trying to get a new approach.
Right.
It's not exactly challenging.
Right.
So.
But you have made pokers? I don't know if I've ever seen a Nate King poker.
Oh, long ago. I haven't had much call for them. Maybe I should make some more. Which, I mean, technically you've got cherry woods and things kind of in the same family.
Same
Dawns and, all of those kind of fit under the poker umbrella. But
this is what I need, Nate. I need a poker, and it's got to be a sitter, so I think poker would work. And you know how they're doing the windshields now?
Mm-hmm.
I need a bumped down one on the front and back to give me a perfect U to use as a cigar rest.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
I need that, man.
Yeah.
Call it the nicotism.
I think we can make that happen.
But listen, the bowl has to fit a 52 ring gauge cigar perfectly. So not only can you use it as a rest, when you get down to the nub, stick it in the pipe.
Yeah, well, hold on. Which company's 52 ring gauge?
That's right. There's no standard. And humidity. Humidity of the cigar, man. Those things swell up and shrink down.
Well, and
that's true.
To the cigar companies that no, this is a flubbity flob size.
I mean,
they just give a name to it. It's like, no, I need a number.
Like, it's crazy.
Who is it? Is it Fuente? I don't remember.
Fuente does it. Even Perdomo. Nick Perdomo does it.
Yeah, they don't have. This is a this by this. It's a this name.
Epicure.
It's a exactly. And it's like I don't know what that is. Especially me coming into cigars. It's like cool. That's an awesome name. Sounds very cool. I have no idea what that means.
I tell you what's funny. Even though I'm a nerd in the cigars as well, I see those names and I'm like, ugh, it's just something else for me to keep up with. Just give me the engineering, give me the numbers.
What are again, Dane Bramage, forgive my memory.
You're good.
What are you guys both talk about a cigar brand that you guys know?
Allegory.
No.
Allegory cigars.
Oh, Allegory. I have not. I need to. I don't think I've ever had an Allegory.
I just sent out 5 this past weekend. I can definitely get one of those to you. It's a brand local to me. The owners are awesome, and they're doing it, man. They are real tobacco people.
Just like we, as we were just talking about blenders and things, there are some fantastic. And even in boutique, there's big and small, but there are some I've had some fantastic boutique cigars.
Hey, Smoky Stash, Cameron stopped by.
Right on.
What's going on, brother?
Man.
Talk about somebody that's got some talent for
the photography.
Awesome photography.
My goodness, I love his photography, man.
Same.
It is great.
Listen, I try to get tips from Cameron on how to take better pictures because my pipe photography is the worst you've ever seen. Okay. And I love his response. I just use my phone. It's essentially what it is.
Yeah. So I've had numerous photographers tell me that the phone on the camera on your phone, the camera on your phone
you got it right.
is the best thing for macro for that style,
man,
because it's set up that way.
Like
man.
Whereas has
actual cameras and camera bodies and things like that, you've got to get a specific set of lenses to do what we do.
Right.
So that's, yes, I always shoot with my camera phone.
I had a phone that did macro really well, and right now it's got to be a setting or something. This is an amazing camera. It's an older phone now. It's an S21 Ultra.
Yeah.
But I cannot do macro when it's worth a crap comparatively. I don't know.
It has to be user error because, like Cameron's photos, Smokey Stash. I mean, beautiful pipe photography, and he has his own style. I can see
he does. That's what makes it so cool.
Him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't need to see the name.
I have my own style too, but it's so bad. You see it, you know it's me, because no one else would upload a photo that terrible.
Right on.
He does a great job. Doesn't hurt that he has such great taste in pipes and tobacco. You know what I mean?
And and cigars, pipe tobacco, pipes,
beer,
microbrews. I mean, I've seen some of the steaks he posts on there.
Right. Yeah, agreed.
But that's what amazes me about, let's say, Instagram, for example. And I've said this before on the podcast, but this is YouTube. I'll say it again. Carrie's in the house.
Carrie, how you doing?
When I first started my Instagram channel, that was the first time I used the name ThePipeHunter. And since then, everything carried over. But I started that in 2019. And I subscribed to every single pipe content channel on Instagram. Okay. Now, every time I log on, there's 5 new ones. Okay, and their photography, even if they've only have 1 to 5 photos uploaded, is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The one thing we are not lacking is really good pipe content, and that's not just Instagram. That's podcasts now. There's an amazing pipe podcast out there. The YouTube channels, it's really endless. And then you have pipes are so readily available. You can get fantastic factory pipes for $100. We have the best artisan pipe makers right now that we've ever had.
Micro blenders,
pipe makers, and then we have blenders like Greg P's. What I'm saying is, we really are in the golden age of tobacco and pipes. Every way you look at it,
right?
I agree. Hey, Nate, have you heard of Reaver tobaccos?
I have heard. I'm trying to remember who's just talking about those.
It's Dan Armstrong is the blender.
Yeah.
I have several of his. We reviewed them last week, and
that's who. That's where.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. That real heavy English with the cigar leaf. Man, chef's kiss. Mwah. It was good. Crumble cake.
Cool. Well, and you got James Ravenwood doing his stuff, and
hey, James on the 25th is coming out with a Burley Flake on the 25th. So set a week away, James. I'm gonna come in your inbox, buddy. Take my money. Smokey Stash had some, so if you want to see a picture of what he's getting ready to release with some kind of Burley Flake, it looks scrumptious. I can't wait to try it.
It looks good, and this has been what I have named the autumn of Burley Flakes. And so, I mean, I can't let this fall season pass without dipping into some artisan pipe blends or artisan Burley Flakes specifically.
I get that.
Without a doubt. But we're both big Burley smokers. Now, we smoke a lot of different stuff, but Millennial Codger.
I, for a while, years ago, had a body chemistry thing with Burleys.
Yeah.
So I have gotten back into Burleys, and I'm really enjoying them.
It hit me weird. You know, I've smoked Burleys. Hunter's given me samples to try for a long time, and man, I just continued smoking English blends for so long, and then all of a sudden, something clicked, and I'm sure it's something Hunter gave me, and I was keeping Old Joe Krantz in my car for lunch breaks, easy stuff, high nicotine.
We'll see you, Cameron. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Hey, thanks, buddy. It was great seeing you, man. But something clicked, and all of a sudden the Burleys just started hitting, you know. The flavors, everything about them, they burn cool, especially the flakes. And Tumbletech Jr., how you doing, sir? But yeah, Burleys are interesting to me because I'm not new to them, but I've recently fallen in love with them.
Yeah. No, like you said, there's some really good ones out there.
I know you're a big English guy, right, Nate?
Oh, I like everything.
Right, but you do smoke a lot of Englishes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Seems anyway. Have you had any spectacular Englishes that are not well known that you can think of?
Not the
any hidden gems. I have a hidden gem. I don't know if you've had it. Have you had Captain Earl's Night Watch?
Oh yeah, I've had Captain Earl's. Yeah,
it's very punchy.
That entire
I like
which
that
they
a
have
lot.
a couple, if I remember right. They have a couple
Speaking
Latakia
of
forward.
the devil, Dan Armstrong in the chat just mentioned you, sir.
Right on.
That is awesome. Yeah, but the Captain Earl's Night Watch, very punchy, bold. Really like it. Burns cool.
I've got to mention this since we're on the topic. So, Dakota, you were the English guy. I was the Burley smoker. You are, not that you didn't smoke some Burleys, but really exploring that genre.
I've fallen in love with it now. Really have.
So I'm doing the same thing with the heavy Englishes that you typically smoke. So you sent me some of the Captain Earl's Night Watch, said, I want you to try this. I don't think it'll be your cup of tea, though. And I absolutely fell in love with it. Okay. And
I didn't think you would like it. That's true. I just didn't think you would like it.
The other day we were smoking Dan Armstrong here in the chat with his blend, the cake. The blackmail.
Yep, yeah, I remember hearing. Yeah.
And it's the deep English. Okay. Like a lot of Latakia. And I'm smoking it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hitting every box for me. And so what I'm coming to realize is I've always smoked English blends, but I've been primarily either a Virginia or Burley smoker. But I seem to enjoy really deep, heavy Latakia Englishes, the lat bombs essentially. Very and it seems to be I like them pressed. So like Pirate Cake, 75% Latakia, that should be overwhelming to me. But for some reason, it absolutely knocks it out of the park.
I like Pirate Cake as well. Now
I've got two for you.
Let's hear it. All right.
Since you're going into it.
Let's write these down.
That's I mean, should be known, but maybe not as known. GLP's Laganda.
Haven't had that one.
And that's the one in the red tin.
It's got the automobile on the side.
Oh,
Laganda car.
I have not tried that.
Yeah. I have not tried that. I don't know if I have any of that.
And Spark Plug.
I've had Spark Plug. It's a bold one. I like it a lot.
It's so good.
So, everybody, I have the Peterson 80S, and in it, I have Samuel Gawith 1792 Flake. That's what I'm smoking.
So, Spark Plug, is it more of an actual plug, or is it like a cake you can break apart with your fingers?
Kind of in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am smoking Odyssey. Another nice Latakia.
And I am finishing up a bowl of Cornell and Deal Haunted Bookshop in the number 1673 well smoked pipe. And so, Nate, I'm OCD about my pipes. I clean them every time I use them, the rim and everything. And Dakota, some of his pipes, he's a little bit more codger with a little buildup on the rim.
Jay is my spirit animal.
So to fight my OCD, I've taken this pipe and I've decided I keep the inside pretty clean, but the rim, I'm not cleaning it. I'm letting the cake build up a little bit just to see if I can make myself do it. So this is the codger pipe. This is the one that I'm trying to see how dark I can get and how grimy, per se, on the outside.
You need to take some notes from Indiana Nate.
What is it?
You need to take some notes from Indiana Nate. Justin, Pipes, Fours, and Pals. Justin always gives him a hard time about.
He was talking about
his black rims,
a little bit of ash on the brim. Yeah. He's talking about he doesn't like rusticated brims because the little ash got in there, drive him crazy.
Yeah, having plateau or anything. like that.
Yeah, plateau, not rustication. Yeah,
so
look at that.
This is the prototype. My prototype of the Windjammer shape from 2 years ago. The Peace King design.
So what was the difference between the prototype and the release?
Ended up being nothing. I do 2 prototypes, one for myself, one for Greg. And we'll smoke them, obviously, make sure the engineering, what we've designed, what he's designed, we've worked through, talked through, and what I was able to get made. And then we will both smoke tobaccos in it and see what it likes. And that's one of the newer things with the Peace Kings is it now comes with a tin of one of Greg's blends, whatever that
Oh,
pipe really likes. Last year's was Telegraph Hill with the Mistral.
what was that one? The Piccadilly we were talking about?
Yeah.
That had the ledges?
Yes, yeah. So that's like a globe and saucer.
Yeah, that was a
shape.
nifty one, man. I just thought that was such a cool take on that idea.
Your Windjammer pipe is absolutely beautiful, and I can't actually recommend. That's such a good blend. I cannot recommend it enough. It's a Virginia flake with a little bit of rum on it. I guess it would be a Navy flake if I remember correctly. Windjammer is fantastic. The blend itself, but the pipe is beautiful too. I would love to smoke some Windjammer in that pipe.
Yeah. So when we had the Windjammer, it came with a tin of Windjammer.
That'd be so cool. What an idea!
And Greg's awesome photo.
Yeah,
talking about people that do amazing Instagram, and
incredible.
he actually is like professionals, had exhibits of his photography. So each pipe comes with a really high quality. Last year we did a wrapped canvas.
Nice.
Print. But I'm not sure what we're still talking about this year's.
His black and white photography is I'm a big black and white photography guy, and his black and white photography, he nails the contrast and that's what it all comes down to, and it seems like he just has it dialed in. He must have
composition and contrast. Yeah,
he must have such a lengthy time of experience specifically with black and white, because it's kind of hard to nail that perfectly, and he does it. Maybe he's taken 10 million photos before he releases one to the public, but I'm telling you, his black and white is second to none out there. It's truly world class.
And like the tin of Odyssey you're smoking, I'm pretty sure the photo art on it is actually his pipes that he took.
Yeah.
So I think actually all of GLP's blends, if you see a pipe on the art, it's actually his pipes.
Yeah, these are all his and photo by him.
Yep.
That's so cool.
And so for those just checking in, we just wrapped up the episode of For the Love of the Leaf with special guest Nate King, pipe maker extraordinaire, the king of pipes, and he is here with us. Nate, you want to give him a quick plug for your website so they can go check out your work?
Oh, sure. If anybody hadn't found me yet, NateKingPipes.com for the website, and any of the social medias is at Nate King Pipes.
Yeah, guys, definitely check him out. Nate has a signature style. Do you? What kind of attributes would you give to your own signature style? Have you ever been asked that?
More for me is inspirations. Obviously, working in IndyCar racing for years, being around automobiles, automobile design, and then leaving that to then go to work on aircraft and things like that. The design of those pieces that are functional first, but there's still art to them.
Right. In the curvature, I could see you getting that from aerodynamics, right? But your styles, your shapes don't seem like that. Well, some of them do. Some of your older stuff with like the inlays and the actually look like they have a grate or a grill on the side and stuff. But a lot of your pipes, man, are, I don't have the words for it, but the way you'll have a big, so your bowl head is obviously going to be bulbous.
Yeah.
And the way you shape that into a stem is very unique to you. And it's, I don't know, some of it reminds me of a walnut that hasn't fell from the limb yet. Some of it reminds me of like some Dr. Seuss illustrations. It is very unique, and I think it is as cool as it gets.
Yeah, thank you.
As far as uniqueness, it's a very distinct style.
Yeah, I try and a lot of the stuff, and as my knowledge and depth grows, I like organic things. I want, and so no matter what I make, even if it is, as you said, like a Dr. Seuss, even if it is odd, like a creature pipe that I make, or the streamline you mentioned, things like that, no matter what, even if that doesn't necessarily look organic, like like a Toku,
Right.
Tokutomi pipe would. I want there to be a cohesive vision through the piece. I don't want any one thing to stand out and be like, oh, that, something's off or anything like that. I want the whole unit to be just beautiful.
And Nate, you kind of explained what I was thinking. So the word to describe your pipes that I was thinking is kind of nature inspired, very natural, the flow of it. And I think the best, and you said this to sum it up, you took kind of what I was trying to come up with, very organic, natural flowing.
Yeah.
If you guys look up Adam from Get Piped, a couple weeks ago, he posted one of Nate's pipes. And
yeah,
I don't know if you ever seen a walnut when it's on the tree and it has a big thick layer around it with a certain kind of texture, but that pipe kind of puts me in the mind of that. It is very organic, very natural, very like, art sometimes is so sophisticated that it is simple, right? The best poetry doesn't have more words. The best poetry has less profound words, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, man. Some of your pipes are so simple that you're like, one, why has no one done this before? And two, what can I put my finger on that makes this stand out so much? Because it really does. And on top of that, I don't know if you're still doing this kind of stuff, but I think you made some pretty cool, like, steampunk-esque pipes back in the day.
I have not done that in a long time. I
remember seeing some of those.
Those are a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool. You had that floating rotating thing at one of the pipe shows. I remember seeing a video on use magnetism or something.
Yeah.
It's just a levitating steampunk pipe spinning around. That was cool.
So, Nate, here's kind of an odd question.
Okay.
Have you ever made any pipe bowls that will go on, let's say, a Falcon pipe or a Kristen pipe?
No.
No?
No.
The white envelope package.
Unfortunately, I haven't really delved into any of that.
Okay. I didn't really figure, but I thought it'd be a question to ask, though.
Yeah, there is specific for like the Falcons and things, depending on what it is, the thread in things like that. There's a specific either tooling or things you have to have,
right?
That I haven't really put my foot in yet to delve into that that aspect of the pipe.
Now, there's some conversation in the chat here, and Nate, other than being a pipe maker, you're a big fan of pipe tobacco, obviously. So, have you smoked any of the Rat Ray blends?
Oh yeah,
because there's a lot of chat going on right now. I've mentioned Old Gowrie in it, but also Merlin Flake.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. And again, so everybody tune into the podcast. We talked about Black Mallory and some others. Accountant's Mixture is one of my favorites.
Guys, I'm going to do a Yabo right here now. This is
all right,
a follow-up package I ordered from Dan. Some more of that blackmail, and I can go ahead and show that off. That came in the mail today. Extremely fast shipping, but very beautiful crumble cake. It's hard too, guys. It's hard. It's great. But I'd recommend this one if anyone likes heavy Englishes. It's fantastic.
Cool.
And just as an update for myself, I am reloading the same pipe because why not? And I'm smoking Cornell and Deal's Dusk.
Oh, cool.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. And actually, the only reason I'm smoking this pipe is it's the closest one to me, and I'm smoking this blend because it's the closest one to me, and I don't feel like getting up. But they're both winners, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask, did we cover everything on all the questions you wanted to ask me on the podcast?
I've got what I'm going to call a silly question I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
So I told my wife we were having you on the podcast, doing an interview, some questions, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you have to ask him this." And I'm like, "Honey, I'm not asking that." She goes, "You have to ask him this." So Nate, I have to ask you this. What are the dyes that you use on your pipe? And if someone wanted to, would the same, not dyes isn't the word. What's the word I'm looking for?
Stain.
Stain. Okay. Would the same stain that you use on hardwood flooring work on a pipe? Because for some reason, my wife really wants a pipe to match the hardwood floors in her home.
I can appreciate wanting it to match, but no, you do not want to use any wood stains.
A lot of people use leather stains, right?
Yeah, leather dyes. Yeah,
leather dye.
Mm-hmm.
And one other question she wanted me to ask you
Okay.
for my health, and this isn't the whole pipe. Just hear me out. I've got a collection of K-Woody pipes, like I mentioned, and some of them are called white briar, which is where if someone in the 60s and 70s wanted a meerschaum-looking pipe but didn't want to pay the money, they would paint a briar white and sell it like that.
Yeah.
Graybo
also had the color dukes.
And I have a few of those too.
Green one.
She wants to know, is there any danger in smoking those pipes? Could the lead be lead-based?
No.
Or could the paint be lead-based? Excuse me.
Yeah. No, those were...
Chamber's not painted, is it?
No.
Just the outside.
Yeah, most of the time they also got a relief on the... So it's not into... Yeah, there's no... nothing in the chamber itself. I'm trying to... Oh, it's been a minute since I've talked about those. I am thinking they had some form of like automotive finish on them. So no, it is very durable and not toxic. Once it, you don't want to drink the liquid paint, but once it's cured, I had the recent conversation about Bakelite. And the fact the finished product, the rods I use are inert. There's nothing harmful about them. Me working with them and like the dust and things like cocobolo, certain woods, you want to wear respiratory protection because it's not great if you get that into your lungs. But the actual finished stem, like on this pipe, like these on this pipe, is inert as acrylic or vulcanite.
And yeah, I did rescind all my comments on that, so hopefully I cleared all the air on that.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, again, because of the process of making it is not great, and you are correct. Certain particular Bakelites had asbestos in them for resiliency, things like that. But that's not those are really hard to find anymore. B, it's not the kind that we're using for pipes. It has it's nowhere near what we're touching.
When I made that comment, I didn't even know there was like new stock or current production. My mind went to the asbestos reinforced stuff from the USSR made in the 50s, But yeah, there's some actually beautiful Bakelite. I think it was Vermont Freehand had some.
Yeah.
They're all sold out at the moment. Apparently it's in popular demand, but absolutely beautiful stem material.
Yeah. And Nate, have you ever used mortar wood?
I have in the past. Yeah.
Is that a difficult wood to work with? I do not own a mortar pipe, but I love to see them, and I'd love to get one day. But I don't know much about mortar itself.
So yeah, there are aspects of mortar that are difficult because it is basically it's very old, many thousands of years old bog oak that is this side of petrified, turned to stone. So there are aspects where a lot of new guys will start using it, and it'll kill their tools. You got to use specific things to cut it and drill it and things like that. And there's a particular attribute that I don't, for my brand and what I do, I've chosen that and olive wood and some other alternative materials that I don't really use anymore. Just because I don't want there ever to be anything questionable about anything I make. I want to make sure that the quality is there for all of my clients and collectors.
It is prone to to crack later in usage, right? Yeah.
Which again, that might be 2 generations in.
Right.
But for me approaching my brand and my business and the quality level I want to keep, I don't want that ever to be a possibility
Right.
in what I provide for my collectors.
Nice.
So now, yeah, if you want to get a mortar pipe, absolutely. There's plenty of guys that make them. Plenty of good artisans, good pipes, and enjoy. There is a unique, because of the mineral content in it, it adds a unique essence to when you smoke. I know a lot of guys, and again, this is the old, as we were talking earlier about rules and things like that. The rule of thumb is for a Morta is to like smoke a Latakia blend in it because it really pairs well. But again, you smoke what you want, find what you like. But yeah, olive wood in the same manner because olive oil, like the oils in the wood itself, um, will add in the kind of the wood itself will add a most of the time I've heard from collectors that it's a bit of nuttiness, like a burley wood, a bit of nuttiness to the smoke.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Interesting.
No kidding.
I've never had a I'll be honest, I've never purchased anything but Briar. I love the idea of it. I love the function of it. I know it works great for me. I've never had a mirror, and I'm not saying I'm against it. I just haven't. I've never bought a mirror lined pipe. I've never bought a mirror, olive wood, Morta. I do have a corncob couple, but
yeah, so do I.
I'm
I've got a
such a
number
fan
of
of
them.
Briar. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
love Briar.
I'm the same. I have a few mirrors. I was able to at Columbus pick up a 1920s mirror with a proper and delicate
An
amber
actual
stem.
amber stem?
Hmm.
Oh, brother, that's cool.
And you can see now that the chamber is no longer white. I've been smoking it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really handsome pipe.
That's real amber.
That is so cool, man.
So, you don't see that very often.
Nice find.
Usually, if you find a pipe with an amber stem, the stem's been cracked or broken off.
Right.
Speaking of Meerschaum, Captain Meerschaum just entered the chat. Hopefully, he saw that beautiful Meerschaum with the amber stem there. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if anyone in the chat right now would appreciate that, Captain Meerschaum certainly would. He's been on a great Meerschaum kick, and he just bought him a beautiful straight bulldog mirror by accident the other day. Okay. It's one of them Bob Ross moments. It's a happy mistake. Yeah. Set him back a fair amount of coins, but I don't know if he's got that in or not yet. I haven't seen a video, but yeah, I like the idea of Meerschaum. I've never used them.
One of the things that is for most pipe smokers that is a positive for Meerschaum and clays is that they don't impart. Now, again, you get to a super taster like Greg. He just had a post on Instagram the other day about like he can there's a taste to him for clays, which again is not a negative thing when he wants it. And pick your olive wood, pick whatever. If you like it, get after it, have fun. But by and large, the meerschaum and clay pipes tend to be very inert, so they're good if you really want to get an essence of either a condimental or an element, a specific uh, uh, words
variety.
Yeah, like a particular part of a tobacco. You pull get the one out of it just to see what it brings. Or if you're trying a mixture of some sort, that you really want to try and find the nuances in. That's one way to do that. Now, again, I am a Briar pretty much through and through, Briar guy. But
I know when the McNeils were, and they probably did this for all the McClellan blends, but when they were blending Frog Morton, the Frog on a Log, the original, they did an interview and they said, it took them many, many tries to get it right because they knew exactly in their head what they wanted, but trying to get it was a challenge. But they were using clay pipes, and just as you mentioned, because it doesn't impart any flavor onto the tobacco.
Right.
You get just the quality of the tobacco and nothing from the pipe per se. And so that's what they use to get the exact taste of Frog Morton that they wanted. And I say a lot of blenders do that. I know Jeremy Reeves, for instance, when he blends a blend, he'll start with just the essentially raw components.
Yeah, components. There we go. That's the word I was
okay. For. He'll smoke just the components in a clay pipe until he knows, okay, this is the exact variety of Red Virginia, for instance, I want to use on this blend. And so he breaks it down that far that it's not even like the mixture he's testing, but the individual components before he even starts mixing. It's like painting. You've got reds, blues, whites, yellows, but to get the exact red that you want for this painting, going through various shades of red. And that's exactly what Jeremy Reeves does. And he's done videos on that. I'd encourage anyone interested in that concept to go to Cornell and Deal's YouTube page and look at some of the videos they have. There's great knowledge on there of what Jeremy Reeves does when he blends, and then other information. But
information on the components. They just did a video about Perique.
Yeah, that was really good. That you're talking about the interview on the whiskey.
Oh no, I have unfortunately haven't had time to watch that one yet.
That was a good one.
I meant C&D. He sat down for a brief, for the short.
I got you.
To talk about Perique and mention that
with the 31 farms, I believe.
Yeah.
I think I have the number right. So for those listening, Cornell and Deal now exclusively uses 31 farms in St. James Parish for their Perique, and this farm makes Perique only for Cornell and Deal. And so they set in with the I guess the farmer, the owner, the grower of this Perique, and talked to him a little bit. I've seen some clips on that. I'm not sure if the full video's up yet, but definitely some clips you can check out on that. But what's amazing about Cornell and Deal, and we mentioned this previously the other day when we talked, is like for cigar leaf, it's fairly easy, or more easy, I should say, to find information on the exact varietal of leaf used in the cigar. Whereas pipe tobacco, you might find out it's dark burley Red Virginia Perique, but to get the actual exact varietal of Red Virginia is very difficult. But on a lot of the Cornell and Deal small batch blends, they'll tell you that, and it gives the actual name of that specific Red Virginia. It could be something like TK20 North Carolina grown Red Virginia. And that's really the only pipe tobacco manufacturer that I know that will give the the consumer the real nitty gritty information. But I absolutely love that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
All right, guys, we got Blue Line in the chat. The lovely Miss Carolina Rose showed up. Guys, if anyone doesn't know, this is Nate King, the king of pipes, artisan pipe maker extraordinaire, and I am not embellishing. Just go to Google Image right now, type in Nate King Pipes, and look at his work, guys. He's been around quite a while now, very established, and his work is second to none, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because he's in front of me. Really, really, really awesome pipe maker with a wealth of knowledge, and we really appreciate having him here.
Wow. So Nate, been a blast.
So Nate, I got one more question.
Sure.
I have to ask. In your career of pipe making, obviously there was a lot of trial and error to learn and figure out how you like to approach pipe making. Okay. What was the aha moment when something clicked? When either there's something that you felt like you weren't getting right that you finally did, or maybe something as far as style goes, you couldn't figure out what was your style, and then you made a certain shape, and you're like, this is me, this is unique, I like this. What was that moment where something happened that just, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's just like you said, trial and error. I did have I didn't per se like guys do now. I didn't go and spend time with an artisan uh directly to learn process front to back and all that. I did have shop time in some guys' shops, and like Premel, Chetta was Smoker's Haven and Rawcrafted, um, and just talking to guys at shows throughout the years of largely I am a person that I want to learn it myself, kind of thing, and it seems to stick better. And so there certainly were moments through making stems and blasts and things like that. I spent 3 years on the development of my stem and the way it's done, the way I do it. The same 3 years on getting the cabinet, the compressor, the media I use to blast with, the process I use to blast, things like that. And then, yeah, you're right. There are moments when it's like, oh, that's it. That's what I wanted. And then as far as like shapes and things like that, for me, it's just a growth throughout time. And for, even though I'm here, I still search. I still hope to grow and continue to make a better piece.
I know I have limited experience with true artisan boutique pipes. Okay, custom made pipes. The few that I have smoked, the one thing that always stood out to me about them, every single one, even though they were from different makers, is the time and attention that was really spent on the button of the stem and the difference that made with the comfortability of smoking it. And I'm not
Absolutely.
a clincher, so I always hold my pipe when I smoke it. That shouldn't really make a big difference to me, I thought, until I smoked a pipe with a stem where the button, they paid a lot of attention to it and made a world of difference. The comfortability of it, it just, I don't know how to explain that, but that was the first aha moment for me that I realized there is something actually special and unique with artisan pipes.
Yeah, to have a hand cut stem versus a either molded or machine made stem.
And even like I'm an acrylic guy. I'm not a big fan of vulcanite. I think it's very comfortable, but I'm not good at keeping up with it. I'm not good at keeping it shiny. And someone like me, I don't know if I have acidic saliva, but it seems to dull and get pretty nasty very quickly. So I try to stick to acrylic. But I've smoked a poker that had a custom acrylic cut stem. And even on the acrylic, the button was phenomenal.
It's still more
And
comfortable.
So, yeah, so even using like different stem materials, most artisan pipe makers seem to use vulcanite, and that's what a lot of people prefer, and I understand why. But for me, being the acrylic guy, even with the acrylic, I noticed a difference on the button and the comfortability of the stem to like teeth placement.
Right.
It was incredible.
There's a world of difference between either a factory or a molded stem versus a hand cut.
Absolutely. Nate, do you clinch while you're working or anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm an old codger at heart.
I clench most often. When I'm sitting here talking, I'll hold.
I can clench and smoke if my hands are busy. I cannot clench and speak. And there is people that have perfected it to the point that if I'm not looking, I don't know if they have the pipe in their mouth or not, and I do not know how they do it.
Yeah, I'm not great at speaking while I'm clenching, but
yeah, old buddy, Porch Piper Tom on here. He's in your neck of the woods.
Okay.
Nate, he's a true codger, and
very cool.
He could throw that puppy in the back of his jaw and just, you wouldn't know, man. You wouldn't know. He keeps that thing going like a freight engine, and he's my spirit animal as well. He really does a great job.
I can do okay, clenching and talking, but it's very abrupt and not a whole lot of range there.
Right. We got Stands with Fist Piper in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Duncan. He says it's 5:15 a.m. there. Guys, I think out of respect to Nate's time, we better cut this thing off. He has been extremely gracious and generous, and we appreciate him greatly. It's been a good live. We've
been a great time.
Been 10 to 15 viewers the whole time, people coming and going, which is fantastic. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Once again, Nate, I appreciate you for your time. I hate to keep you so long. Thanks for all the information and commodity. Frog in my throat, guys. I appreciate you. This is my third pipe in a row. I'm sure it has nothing to do with it, but guys, please check out NateKingPipes.com and all of his socials. He is a fantastic pipe maker and a wealth of knowledge. We greatly appreciate him and everybody for stopping by. Hunter as well. Great conversation, guys, and I'm very much looking forward to doing it again. So safe travels to the pipe show this weekend, my friend.
Thank you.
And guys in chat, we will catch you guys later. Let's get this Friday done.